To the show. I had to restart that video, and I apologize for all of you guys. I got a little heated, and I said some things. So I wanted to make sure I deleted that video before we got too carried away. So now here we are. We're back. We're going to break down and give you guys some news. We're just going to let some people get in here and see it. There's a mass shooting today in Illinois. We're just, I forgot to do the intro music. Here, let me just play the intro. All right. So, Inverted Name said deleting streams is almost mute because I already clipped it. Oh, you can clip it. I'm deleting it for myself because here's the thing. Inverted Name that's on YouTube. Why don't someone just go find that guy and ban him anyway? But here's the thing. There are people that are classified as people. And then there are people that are not really people. They are just evil incarnated. And I believe sex offenders they don't qualify as people. And then one step up from those low lifes are the people that support them. Is that clear? And I don't think they deserve to be breathing air that we breathe. And I hope that you guys all feel the same way. And if you don't feel the same way, then literally don't watch this channel. Please don't watch this channel. All my mods on YouTube, do your best to get rid of anybody who even appears to be condoning that type of behavior, please. All right, so in Highland Park, Illinois, there was a mass shooting. We're getting a lot of people here that are saying that there's 5 dead, 16 hospitalized. I haven't heard those numbers, although my Slack has been going off, so... Chicago Sun-Times have said 5 people were killed, 16 others wounded when a gunman started shooting 10 minutes after the Highland Park 4th of July parade kicked off Monday morning. So we now know that is true. Okay? That 5 people, according to the Chicago Sun-Times, 5 people were killed and 16 others were wounded when a gunman apparently opened fire from on top of a building down at the parade. The suspect is not in custody. Local reports are from a reporter with WGN News are saying that he may have hostages and be locked inside a grocery store called Sunset Foods. It's unknown if that's actually true or not, but we'll have to figure it out. We'll have to just keep waiting. God damn, 5 people, 16 people injured. Oh my God. It's just crazy stuff, man. Fox showed the kids running. Yeah, this was a kid parade, you know. That's what it was. It was a parade full of children. They were doing like water things, and it's just... Fox is now reporting 9 people are dead. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Part of the other stories that I was talking about, I'm just going to do this really quick because I've just lost my appetite for dealing with this news business for the day. Because I can't believe how many people are literally being apologists for sex offenders. In my chat, you fake-ass patriots. I'll be honest with you. Fake-ass patriots. And so let me say, so this 1776 restoration protest convoy, whatever, that's been sitting in West Virginia ever since they were kicked out of the Hagerstown Speedway. They've just been doing this little like festival and protest and all that stuff, and good for them, right? We thought up to that point it had to do with freedom. They were fighting for our freedom. Everyone, like I had questions about financial malfeasance and stuff like that. Started to watch some of the streams, not from the guy that's going, and you guys all know, it's not from Chris WYSIWYG or anything else. He was traveling around. He's showing like Gettysburg and doing all sorts of cool shit during the day. There's other streamers that are there that are clearly not there to document the protests, or at least they seem that they're more active in terms of the protests, whatever. But they're there documenting this essentially like a, I don't know, campground, camp out where they are. I guess they're in some parking lot somewhere or something, just camping out every day. Well, last night they made a determination that they were going to take it up a notch and they were going to begin their official protest by blocking or partially blocking roadways leading into DC. Now, mind you, I know what it did, and I know the reason behind it, because again, these guys are truckers, or used to be, or claim to be. I don't even know if any of them actually even have a fucking CDL, but a lot. It wasn't a bad plan when you think about blocking roadways. If you support that, which I don't, I think they're all criminals for blocking the roadway, and I'll explain that in a second. But you already know that most of the entry points into DC are going to be closed anyway because they have the July 4th celebration going on, so they're going to be closed. So when the trucks were causing that delay, it kind of, they could try to ride the coattails of like, look what we did. They're blocking all the exits and entrances from us. That's not what's going on. It was already planned, but whatever. The reason why I said I don't support them and I think they're criminals is because when you block a roadway, you're committing a crime. It's a Hobbs Act violation. It's a federal crime. There were truckers in April of 2020, before George Floyd was killed, that were protesting low wages in Houston, Texas. They were protesting low wages, and what they did is they pulled over onto the breakdown lane. And they didn't block any traffic. They didn't do anything. They got out of their truck and held a protest right there on the side of the road, being respectful and everything. Houston PD actually came up, and Chief Acevedo and everybody held a press conference later. But they came up and they blocked the roadways, told all the trucks to go into a parking lot where they cited them all with misdemeanor charges for blocking a pathway and whatever. And just 2 months later, that same chief of police who gave a press conference condemning the truckers for protesting and, quote, blocking the highways, took a knee on that very same highway at the very same intersection with BLM supporters who were blocking said highway. Now, here's the reason why I say they're criminals. Now, and maybe it was a righteous crime, whatever you want to call it. I believe that if you block a roadway, like if say you're on foot, right? And you go in and you're protesting and you block an interstate, just like it happened so many times in 2020. Every single time we watched that in 2020 when they blocked the roads. Remember all that? And I said they were criminals. I would be the biggest hypocrite in the world if I said, no, these guys, when they did the same exact thing, blocking the roadway or allowing certain cars to go by at their leisure, then if I say that that's acceptable when BLM doing it is not, then I'd be a hypocrite. And I'm not a hypocrite. I speak truth, and you may not like it, but that's what it is. So I think it's a crime, and I think that the leadership should, face, penalties for doing so. I was also a firefighter in an EMT. I have been in the back of a bus while we scream sirens, full trauma code, sirens. We're getting police escort or paramedic escort all the way to the hospital while I do, countless compressions on someone who's dying in the back of the ambulance. And I can only imagine coming up onto the highway trying to make sure I get the exit on time, and then it's blocked by a bunch of people that are championing our freedoms while they're literally blocking the freedom of our travel to the hospital to save a life. And that's the same argument I made during the BLM riots of 2020. It's the same argument I will continue to make. And it doesn't matter who's in the front of the line. It doesn't matter if it's patriots or BLM supporters or Antifa or domestic terrorists or Russia. It doesn't matter. If you're blocking a roadway, you're committing a crime, and you need to be held responsible for that. Now, that's one thing. But today I saw them blocking the roads. I got ready to do an article on it or something, talk about it. And I decided to start looking into this group a little bit more. And I've always kind of steered clear of talking about it and reporting on it, not because I kind of agreed with what they were doing. I kind of agree the government's gotten too big and government's trying to control every aspect of everybody's life. I kind of agree with some of the talking points. Granted, I haven't really tuned into a lot of the speeches now. Like, for example, I didn't tune into the speeches yesterday where apparently an alleged confirmed sex offender gave a speech talking about this and that and this and that. Apparently the world did see it though, but even the left media didn't want to portray that he was a sex offender because the media is so, stringent. They said he made homophobic and transphobic comments, but they didn't say that he was a confirmed registered sex offender. But that's fine. That's fine. As I was doing my investigation into writing an article this morning, I learned that another person that was there is a registered sex offender. And in doing more research into it, I realized that that this horrible human being, Marcus what I forgot his name now, Coppock, something like that, is just disgrace to every person living and breathing every single day. He apparently has 7 counts of felony child molestation with a child under 14. Now, I questioned, I'll be honest, I called someone I know that's close. Actually, I called several people that have been close or are close to this convoy, and I said, what the tell me you didn't know. Tell me you didn't know. And I was very surprised to learn that, well, some didn't know, some had a sneaky suspicion, and then others knew that this group of protesters that's out here championing for the freedoms of you and I is doing it alongside people that literally stole the innocence and freedom from children. Those very same people deserve nothing in life except a shallow... see, I'll stop because that's why I had to delete the last video, because I didn't do a good job talking about it nicely. I now have major doubts on this group and the fact that I've now learned that the leadership of the 1776 restoration movement or whatever is well aware that they have sex offenders within their ranks. And if that is in fact true itself, then I have just major questions as to why anybody could possibly be supporting this. My personal belief is that if you I'm trying so hard to be good. I'm trying so hard. My personal belief is that if you know that someone is a sex criminal and you look beyond that and find some sort of real person inside that person, then you are not a person yourself. That you are what we call groomers or enablers, and you deserve the same fate as them. I cannot say it in any nice way other than that. If you think, is that clear? Does that make sense? I want everybody to know that. I want everybody to know that. Does that make sense? Are we on the same page now? If you've been supporting the 1776 restoration movement, I would find out how you can get your money back. And if you disagree with this, if you disagree with what I'm saying now, please unsubscribe from my channel and never watch me again. Ever. Like seriously, ever. Before, I gave you a different suggestion, including a rope and all that. That was too far. But it's insane. And so, yeah, I don't know. They'll never get any support. And I'll tell you, it's every like part of my being right now is trying to be mellow and calm. I feel younger again because I want to go and harm people. I used to feel that way. I used to love it. I feel younger. But anyway, with that said, that's the very last time I'm ever gonna do it. And I invite any of you fuckers to come on with it. I don't hide from anybody. I won't go there, but I will certainly defend myself and my property. Meaning you even cross, or if you blink, if your vision, oh whatever, fuck it, you're all scum. That's my belief. Okay. But there. Now we're all caught up with that. Okay, so someone said, just FYI, Oreo banned all of Team Wizzy for no reason. Yeah. Well, here's a question. I challenge everyone that watches this video to ask Oreo Express, did he know that there are sex offenders as part of that 1776 restoration movement? And did it not bother him at all to ask for money, knowing that part of that money may or may not go to sex offenders? I fucking challenge you. This is the same guy that held protests outside of a church or in support of a church. And I've heard it come out of his mouth, bro, we have to protect our kids. You are literally marching alongside a convicted child molester, fucker. Like, come on. Come on. I challenge all of you guys. I want to see it every time. Every time. I know I'm going to be banned. I want to see. Oh, God, I want to hear his explanation for this. I've never talked to Oreo Express besides like seeing him at a protest or something ever. Someone said Oreo said yes, they addressed it 3 weeks ago. Oh my God. All right. I'm over this. Fuck all these streamers, dude. Fuck all. What? Oh my God. Really? Oh. Well, that's the one thing you guys don't ever have to worry. I will always be myself. I will never change who I am in order to try to get money. And I certainly will not hide shit from you. Ever. And maybe he didn't. Maybe he talked about it. But there's no way. I would have packed up and went home. There's no way. Or I'd be in jail. There's no way to. Anyway, let's go back. So we've heard 5 people dead, 6 people injured in this mass shooting in Highland Park, Illinois. Apparently, a gunman got up on the rooftop of an Uncle Something store and shot down at these protesters, or shot down at these people that were. I think it was Uncle Ben's or something. I'm trying to look on the map to see. I don't see it though. He shot down at these people. We don't know if it's kids or what. I haven't been paying attention to the news ever, since I've been live. But we know now at least 5 people are dead. 16 people are injured. Suspect apparently is not in custody yet. We're hearing some reporting that he may be held up with hostages inside the Sunset Foods, which is located on the other block. It's on Green Bay Road, which is essentially a block away from where the shooting occurred. So we're going to have to see. RW said, I heard you called 1776 a bunch of criminals. First off, you're a piece of shit loser with 0 balls. And second, you've been on here for almost 20 minutes and still haven't broke 200 viewers. Man, fuck you, punk. Hey, actually, I got 1,336 viewers. RW, whoever the fuck you are, tough guy. And it's fine because I ended my stream before. Yeah, if you blocked the highway this morning, you're a criminal. That's literally, you're committing a crime. You could say, well, you're doing it in the name of justice and all that. RW, do you know that people amongst your ranks, if you were part of that protest this morning, right? If you were part of that protest this morning, do you support sex offenders? That's my question. If you say no, then pack up your little fucking truck and drive home. It's not even a truck. You guys aren't even truckers anymore. Come on, dude. Come on. You want to say, oh, I can't even break 200 viewers? Motherfucker, I streamed to like 6 channels. Come on. I've been doing this since before you even thought about it. Tough guy. Kids. I don't even know. Who's RW? Why do they all hide behind fake names, too? Fake. Oh, my name's RW. My name's Steve Oatley. The fucking address is public. I got a storefront here. It's about a half an hour from all you fucking scumbags. And I'm only referring to the sex offenders as scumbags or the apologists like RW that apparently stand up for the sex offenders. I'm not talking about, criminals. Yes, people are criminal. I jaywalk sometimes. I commit a criminal act. You can't be mad about that. You can't be mad when you stop and you block a highway by committing a crime when someone calls you a criminal for committing said crime. You can't get offended for that. Can you? Wouldn't that be very hypocritical? Wouldn't that be like, no, I'm not a criminal. I just commit the crimes. I know what I'm doing. So you're saying if you were arrested, you'd probably bawl like a little bitch, right? Because you'd say I didn't commit a crime, even though you knowingly committed a crime. And here's the thing. If it wasn't a crime, why do you guys shut off all the live streams yesterday? Because you know it's a crime. Come on, man. Come on. Don't try to be a tough guy. I don't know who you are. Never heard of you. But come on. Someone said the one who owns the ambulance, Big D, was charged with violence against a child. I don't know if that's true. So don't write that in my chat unless you want to provide it, because I'm going to do an expose on this. I seriously, I'm going to look and do as many names as I can into people that are affiliated with this fake ass patriot movement. That's what I'm going to call it, a fake ass patriot movement. Do I believe there are some actual patriots that care about it? Yes. Do I believe that there's sex offender apologists amongst them? Yes. Do I believe that there are people that are blindly following other people? Yes. Someone said, Steve, refocus. I don't need to refocus. God. Someone said, it's true. His record was shown on live stream. Hell yeah, it was. I don't hide nothing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like this guy. Hey, RW, are you still here? Go over to him and ask him. Go ask him. Or better yet, if you know how to use a computer, you probably don't. But if you know how to use a computer, go type in his name and look up the court cases in Indiana. Look up. It was in 2007, 2006, 2007, 2008. Go look him up. That's where you can see the charging documents and what his 7 felonies were for molesting a child under 14. And you can also see that he got permission on June 30th of this year, because he's still under judicial restraint, to travel, to participate in your protest. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We do this for a living. We do this for a living. TW Lives is in here. That's a good dude. Can you imagine if TW Lives was close here? TW Lives would drive his old the Chevy Caprice or whatever the hell it is right through that convoy. TW Lives is a good dude. If you don't follow him, you should. Someone said, "Oh, that isn't the Marcus I thought." Yeah. But yeah, TW Lives, good dude. North Shore Highland Park treating 26, correction 26. North Shore in Evanston took 5. Someone said, just calm down, dude. You have no power against what will happen. This is just a rant, dude. Wake up. I don't know. Whatever. I love how many people are apologizing for this shit. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Dumpster Mike, man, I haven't seen him in a minute either on Facebook. Steve, makes me want to follow you even more when you stand up for our children. Yeah, I see it, and I think a lot of people, I think what a lot of people do is they get mad at me because I'm not, because like, oh, well, you're attacking patriots. Here's the thing, you're not a patriot if you're committing crimes. In my head, I mean, you could say you're doing it for your patriotic duty, blocking the highway and all that, but you have to admit that when you committed said crime by blocking the highway, you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. You were committing a crime. And you're certainly not a patriot if you believe that a sex offender can be rehabilitated and live a normal life amongst us, because that's not patriotic. Patriotic would be wishing for the untimely, of said person. That's the truth. That's the truth. And I think, just doesn't make sense. But, and see, I would do the rest of the show like
in this voice or something like that. But
I don't want to make it a show that people like Marcus would talk.
I mean, does this sound like a kid's voice?
Because that's probably what Marcus would be into. It's fucking disgusting. It's disgusting, dude. But it's something that has to be said. Now you may disagree with me, or you may be like, well, Steve, there are good people in Bunker, West Virginia, or whatever. Yes, I'm sure there are. But here's the thing: if you align yourself next to someone I mean, you could make the argument you didn't know. That's fine. But and you're absolved from me. But if you know that a person is a sex offender and you are occupying the same space on purpose, deliberately knowing that person is that kind of scummy human, you're so much less than. You are less than human. You are less than patriotic. You are less than anything. And God forbid you have kids. Please don't bring them around that person. And that's it. And I think the RJ or RW or whatever the guy's name was that came in here, he was someone that's just very confused. He's someone that's very confused because maybe he's attracted to old, bearded, smelly men. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know who RJ was, but he apparently thinks he's a big tough guy. We're not that far away, RJ. If you want to meet for a beer or a boxing match, let me know, bro. We're not that far away. But man, I don't know. It's very sad. It's very sad. Anyway, if you guys want to buy some coffee, now's the time. We're running a 4th of July sale that RW and nobody else can ever ruin. All right. It's puretruthcoffee.com. Use code independence and you save 20% off. And here's the kicker. If you order today, any of our coffee, the shirts take a little bit, but if you order any of our coffee today, you will get a shipping notice tomorrow. In fact, almost all of our shipping notices will already go out tomorrow because I packaged them all today. But go over there now. And we don't ever do 20-ounce deals or 20% off deals. So go to puretruthcoffee.com. Use code independence. Okay, independence. Now, all of this coffee is made by me, yours truly. We roast it at a contracted roaster in Brooklyn. They send it down here. I package it. I label it. We get ready to go, and we send that shit out. We've got cups. You can't find the Scooter Steve mug in there because they don't have it. I should put it up for sale, but I'm not going to. But you can find some of the other mugs. There's some new T-shirts. Those are brand new, so it's going to take a couple of days for those to ship. But yeah. Oh, I forgot the best part. RW. Wait. How many of you guys picked up the new book I wrote? Inside the Mind of Joseph Biden. True story. You can get it on Amazon right now. It's very nice. It's got a little dedication. It's thick. Look at this. Thick. But just like Joe Biden's promises, all the pages are empty. Just like Joe Biden's promises. He's full of empty promises, and this book is full of empty pages. It does have a special dedication to all the Yeeters. If you're just tuning in, see, it does. Dedication page right there. Bam. And it's also got a stunning photo of me on the back. Bam. Check it out. Go to Amazon, look up Inside the Mind of Joseph Biden, and you can get it. If you've ordered one of my books before, like the One Man, One Scooter, Divided America, and you've been waiting, don't order this book, please. Otherwise, you're going to get two, because you're going to get an autographed one this week. Man. It's crazy. Crazy. How long did it take to write? Exactly 15 minutes. Actually, I timed it. Took me 15 minutes to write this book, to do the back. And look, I even have an error like on the little descriptor. It says, Stephen Oatley is the host of the Wake Up America podcast, the best darn political and social commentary podcast available. In addition to being a kick-ass host, he is also the founder and editor-in-chief of Citizen Stringer, the only reliable news media outlet if you're looking for real news. But real people. See, I fucked up there. It's supposed to say by real people. Oatley lives in Northern Virginia with his liberal wife, their 2 boys, 2 dogs, and for some reason, 2 bunnies. Yes, that's true. So go to Amazon, buy it right now. Because I'll be honest with you, I've sold a lot of these already, and I'm trying to get on Amazon's bestseller list. Right now, we're rated 20,000th of all books on Amazon, which is really fucking good. We're rated 20,000th yesterday because people bought like 40 books. We were rated less than 10,000. We were in the 10,000 bestseller on Amazon, y'all. It is. It's super empty, though. The whole thing. It's so great. I love it. It was one of the best ideas I've ever had. I am going to be making another book, though, of like Trump quotes and stuff. So because I could do that very quick. Hold on. The presser started. April, can you find it for me? Oh, wait. Is that it? Did you already send it?
Reported to Highland Park Hospital. 6 are confirmed deceased.
6
Anyone
people
with
dead.
video, photos, or other evidence are urged to contact Highland Park Police Public Safety Dispatch at 847-432-7730. We will provide a tip line. This information will be in short order. Thank you.
Here, I'm going to start this from the beginning. Hold on.
This morning at 10:14.
Hold on. I'm going to start it from the beginning. And I'm going to try to put this up on... Oh, gosh. It's kind of a pain in the ass to do this, but bear with me one second. I need to do this one. Screen share. Yeah, you see how cloudy this is? Hold on. So screen share. And then we got to do current. All right, there we go. It's going to be off kilter because it's a big monitor, but I'll make it bigger. Hold on. Oh no, we need this one. Whatever. I'll fix it as it's playing, but this started like 2 minutes ago. Sorry, it's harder to do on this computer. I'll fast forward it and get it queued up here in a second. Just wanted to get the whole press conference up.
Commander O'Neill. All right, folks, we're going to get started. There's going to be 3 primary speakers to begin. First is going to be Commander Chris O'Neill. That's O-N-E-I-L. He's a commander with the Highland Park Police Department. He was the incident commander this morning. We'll also have Mayor Nancy Rotering. That's R-O-T-E-R-I-N-G, the mayor of Highland Park. And I will be speaking on behalf of the Lake County Major Crime Task Force. My name is Chris Covelli, C-O-V-E-L-L-I. And we'll start with Commander O'Neill.
Hello, my name is Commander Chris O'Neill. First and foremost, we're all grieving for the families and friends who lost loved ones today, those injured and everyone impacted by this horrific, senseless, random act of violence. I served as the incident commander on scene. I was present at approximately 10:14 when this started. There was an active shooter incident that occurred in downtown Highland Park during our 4th of July holiday parade this morning. This was an active incident and all individuals are still urged to shelter in place at this time. Highland Park Police and numerous federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies are searching for the suspect. The suspect is currently described as a male white, approximately 18 to 20 years old, with longer black hair, a small build, and wearing a white or blue t-shirt. A firearm has been recovered from the scene. We have secured the perimeter around downtown Highland Park and are continuing our searches. At this time, 24 people have been transported to Highland Park Hospital. 6 are confirmed deceased. Anyone with video, photos, or other evidence are urged to contact Highland Park Police Public Safety Dispatch at 847-432-7730. We will provide a tip line. This information will be in short order. Thank you.
This morning at 10:14, our community was terrorized by an act of violence that has shaken us to our core. Our hearts go out to the families of the victims during this devastating time. On a day that we came together to celebrate community and freedom, we're instead mourning the tragic loss of life and struggling with the terror that was brought upon us. While we've all felt the burden of this terrible act, I want to pause and thank the first responders who ran towards the danger to render aid during this active shooter situation. We saw individuals who responded selflessly and put themselves at risk to save others. We've had an outpouring of support from federal, state, county, and fellow municipalities of resources and offers of condolences and concern, and we will avail ourselves of everything that they offer to us immediately. At this point, we know that 6 people have lost their lives, and we are grieving for them and their families, members of our community who came out to celebrate together and instead faced this terror. Another 24 have been transported to the hospital. Multiple agencies, including the FBI and state police, are working with our local authorities, and the governor has offered his full support. What we know at this time is this is an active situation, and we urge everyone to remain indoors and be on high alert but remain calm. Please contact your loved ones and ensure that they're safe, and let them know that you're safe as well. This situation, as you know, is evolving rapidly, and we will continue to update you as we gain information and stabilize the situation. Thank you.
So from a scene management perspective, at this point, it is still a very active scene. Highland Park Police Department is leading this investigation as well as the apprehension efforts into the offender involved here. As the mayor said, as the commander said, we're asking everybody stay indoors, stay vigilant right now. This person is not identified. By all means, at this point, this appears to be completely random. So with that, there have been questions that have been coming in. Are events safe tonight? That's up to each individual community to assess on their own, make that determination.
Hell
But
no,
this
do not
person
go
is
out
yet in
if you
custody.
live
we
close.
have hundreds of police officers out here.
Do not go
As the
anywhere
mayor
out.
said, from the FBI, the state police, other federal agencies. We have SWAT teams that are going door to door as well. Anybody with any video surveillance is strongly encouraged to contact the Highland Park Police Department so we can take a look at that and it can be useful in our investigation. The FBI is working hand in hand with the Lake County Major Crime Task Force right now, processing the scene. It will be a very methodical processing of the scene, and an investigation has commenced and is underway. We're going to do our very best to provide briefing updates every 30 minutes to an hour if we can. We will keep the community informed. And with that, we thank you for covering this and sharing this information. And again, very sad day here.
What type of weapon was recovered?
It was a rifle.
Do you have any information on where the suspect could be right now? Is he at all barricaded?
There is no indication he's barricaded anywhere or has any hostages. That has been kind of circling around. There is no indication of that. Investigators are very, very quickly working to try to identify who this person is and try to figure out where he's at. So it does appear he was shooting from a roof. The roof that he was shooting from, I don't have that information right now.
Do you know how many shots were fired?
So right now there's multiple agencies. Highland Park Police is leading the initial incident response. The Lake County Major Crime Task Force is working directly with the FBI on forwarding the investigation, of course working with Highland Park Police detectives. They're very involved and they will be point throughout all of this.
Any idea how many high-capacity magazine along?
Not information I can release just yet.
Do you have any evidence he had more than one weapon on him?
Not information I can release just yet. But we would still consider him to be armed and dangerous.
Are you confident it's only one shooter?
At this time, that's the information we have, that it was one shooter.
Any idea how many shots he fired?
We're still working on that. We'll take two more questions. Yes, sir?
Where was the gun dropped? On the roof and then
We're not going to go into the specifics of where the gun was recovered, but a firearm, a rifle was recovered.
What's the ages?
The ages of those who passed away.
We will have more information on that. We're working with the Lake County Coroner's Office. They too are very involved in this investigation, and we will be releasing that as soon as we can. Thanks. We'll be back. Okay.
To be clear, though, it's 6 dead.
We have six. We have 6 confirmed deceased, and we have approximately 2 dozen that are seriously injured. Okay. Thank you.
Jesus Christ. So they have 6 dozen. Hold on. Let me try to figure out. There we are. There's my beautiful face. 6 people killed, 2 dozen. 2 dozen people injured as a result of this mass shooting in Highland Park, Illinois this morning. So apparently what we heard is that an 18 to 20-year-old, they were very specific there. So a young, why say 18? That's the thing that's perplexing. Because, you know what I mean? 18 to 20 is a very weird age whatever. It almost seems like that's planned because at 21, he would be able to legally possess said gun or purchase said gun. Because, he could buy the long gun, right? But again, this goes, they want to block guns for. All right, so let's just, this is what we know, all right? 6 people were killed. Over 2 dozen are seriously wounded, according to that sheriff that we just listened to there. At the shooting that took place in Illinois. I want to be very honest with you. Illinois is a very strict state in terms of gun control. They have red flag laws. They have concealed. They actually have permits just to be able to own a firearm and carry it. They have private background checks. All the same things that they talk about. The one thing that they don't have is an 18-year-old could go buy an assault rifle as long as he has the permit to buy the gun, which means he had to go through the background checks. They have red flag laws, like I already said, in place. You know what this is? This is a Buffalo scenario. Everybody talks about gun control and we got to get the guns and restrict the ability for an 18 to 20-year-old to be able to buy a long gun, and ignores all the other facts. You know, like the Buffalo shooter, New York had red flag laws in place. They should have banned him outright by owning guns at that point. They didn't. In fact, the doctors that saw him, everybody didn't report him at all. And this seems like the very same scenario as that. Illinois has a state preemption for the transportation of handguns and handgun ammunition. Ghost guns are banned in that state. There is a waiting period, for people to buy a firearm there. Red flag laws, background checks are required for private sales there as well. Castle Doctrine has a partial one. NFA restricted magazine capacity restrictions, no state level there. No assault weapon law, no state preemption, partial preemption of local restrictions, blah, blah, blah. Vehicle carry is allowed only if the person is legally able, or if they have the FOIA card. An owner permit is required to own any gun, whether it's a handgun or a long gun or anything in the state of Illinois. So if this kid is actually from Illinois, if this shooter is even right, because the earlier description, I don't believe, said he was 18 to 20. The reason why they're saying 18 to 20 on purpose is because this kid had a long gun, and you know what I mean? It fits the narrative. We're already going to hear. I'm sure if I was watching CNN right now, they'd be like, we need to ban long guns, even though we don't even know. If this kid did not have a FOIA card, he was illegally possessing a gun, so banning it wouldn't have done anything for him in the first place. Does that make sense? So someone said, Steve, how did the Buffalo shooter buy an AR-15 in New York State when the SAFE Act prohibits sale to civilians and only to active law enforcement? I don't know what you're talking about. The SAFE Act prohibits sale to civilians of what? An AR-15? No, it doesn't. Or it wasn't put into place. Or is that what she just did, Governor Hochul there? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what's going to transpire with that. So how do you, as an 18 to 20-year-old, get on a roof with it? Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of different things here, which is, someone said my Twitter Live is unavailable. What, they delete it? They delete it? Probably. That wouldn't surprise me. I was probably getting reported by both conservatives and Democrats for my conversation about the 1776 movement before. I've gotten a lot of hate mail from that. So hopefully you guys buy a lot of coffee and support me that way. Because people they're like, oh, you're turning on patriots. No, you're not a patriot if you commit crimes. That's my belief. And I'm very steadfast in that. And I've always been that way. Anyone who's watched me for a long time, you know that. You know, when we watched the Salem protests in 2020, late 2020, when they stormed the Capitol there in Salem, Oregon, I was the same way. I got the same criticisms at that point. People hated that I was criticizing it. But that's just, I mean, I call it out, whether you like it or not. I call it out, and I'm never going to bow down and just, and I'm certainly never going to defend a sex offender. So. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are pissed at it. A lot of people are. I've gotten a lot of text messages, a lot of hate mail from people. Oh, you're turning on them. I don't know. Don't commit crimes, and don't give safe harbor to child molesters. I mean, that's kind of a big no-no in me. You're certainly not a patriot if you do that. And if you disagree with that and you think, oh no, you could be patriotic and provide safe harbor to sex offenders, I suggest you not watch my show anymore. Please just don't. Do us all a So, and said we lost you on CS. Oh, yeah, my time ended. Hold on. Let me try to fix that as well. It's past 2 o'clock. I didn't think I was going this long. Matter of fact, I don't even want to do this shit anymore. I got to call people because apparently I've pissed off good people because, whatever. I piss off everybody. 1 second, I have to kick on. Take next. I should go live on CS here in a minute. I don't know if it cut off. What's it showing on CS? Just a blank screen? Art is not connected. Art is not. What the hell does that mean? Hold on 1 second, guys. Now it won't even let me do it. Someone said, even if I disagree with you, Steve, I still watch. It's because you're patriotic as fuck. That's what that means. Output module. R is not connect. I don't know if I'm going live on Citizen Stringer. It's not letting me do it. It's not. That's very odd. Stream hoster 1. R is not connect. Why? Huh. Let me try one more thing, and then I may not be able to to get it to go. Boo, boo, boo. I know, this is great television. You guys are like, yay. This is part when you have a streaming channel and you're trying to do it from your backup laptop because you've moved around your office. Here, so let me do this. I'll kick on the radio feed. Take next and see if that kicks on because it doesn't look like it pulled back my restream. No audio or picture. It's a black screen. Yeah, I see that. All right, so let's see if it even begins playing this. It doesn't look like it's pulling any feed in. So maybe their server went down. Maybe it wasn't me. The output module is ready. You can now go live. It says, the fuck I can because it won't let me go live. See, it says R is not connect. What in the shit? Let me sign out and sign back in. Wi-Fi. This may be a bigger issue. I don't know. Let's see. Because it's not letting me even... Nope. I don't know. So it's not playing on Citizen Stringer. Sorry for you. I'll figure it out so the radio will play on after. I'll just have to go recode the website. But yeah, that's going to do it anyway. So the mass shooting, we know 6 people were shot and killed, and we don't have any age or demographics or anything. We know that over 24 people were transported to the hospital in what the sheriff describes as serious condition. So we're going to have to... what the fuck? Is it... I'm really perplexed because I spend so much fucking money on the software. I shouldn't have any issue whatsoever. And I'm having an issue. Actually, the whole website seems to be having an issue. There we go. Is it playing now? I don't know. The lot owner needs to remove these cold people who is so there. Yeah, I don't know. If you're talking about the other thing, possibly. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll be live tomorrow. I got to go fix this thing now, and I can't do it live. So we'll talk soon. I'll update you. Next press conference update in 10 minutes from Illinois. Yeah, I'll watch. If there's anything else, we'll bring it back. All right. We'll talk soon.